Yes, we're live. Hello, peeps.
Hello! We finally made it,
Woo!
you guys.
Another day.
It's me again. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, Moon
Dr.
Day.
E and Scorpio in the building. Hey, Heidi, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Heidi's in the building. Heidi's in the building.
Right?
Heidi's in the
So
building.
yeah,
What? Just sorting this out.
Code, how are you today? How are you today?
Right. Yeah, I'm great actually. I normally am though.
Yeah, you are. You're so great.
How's your day been?
It's been a really good day, honestly. It's been a wonderful day. I got to meet with this manifestor group that I met with last week, and it was fabulous. It was wonderful. Seemed like the things that we were speaking about were just like hitting me in the right places, like the perfect things that I needed to hear for different situations in my life and different things that I've been thinking about. So yeah, it was really good. It was wonderful. And then too, this last just like an hour ago, this guy from my past just like stopped at my house, and I can't believe it. Like, it's so crazy. So I was a little distracted this last hour. I just trying to get the last of this stuff together. I just couldn't keep my head focused. And it's so nice that he stopped over. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't invite you in. So yeah, I can't believe my door was unlocked. But yeah, so that's crazy. So that's why, of course, I was late too, you guys. So it's kind of hapdash. I'm not quite as focused as
we can be, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh, you buffering, alien? Oh no.
Alien, welcome. Oh my gosh, cool. Welcome.
My best Scorpio. Welcome.
Yes, that beautiful singer girl. Hey, my best Scorpio, are you do you have an Irish accent? Is that what that beautiful lilt is in your voice? It is. I knew it. That's what I told Corey the other day. I said, I think that she's from Ireland, or she grew up with Irish.
Yeah, she's from Ireland.
People.
Ireland.
Yeah, I love
top
the way
morning,
you speak.
Top of the morning.
Oh, it's so cool. So cool.
It's not good.
You work best under pressure, Heidi. That's awesome. You know, honestly, sometimes I do some pretty awesome work under pressure too. But these things that we're going to be talking about tonight, which they're awesome. The things that I've been learning about sleep and out of body experiences, unexplained things, and comparison to my own.
Get in the feel of it.
Yeah, I found some cool pictures off of the net, and the net. Who says that anymore?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, right? But yeah, well, yeah, we can make stuff happen under pressure. I do like having a solid foundation. So hey, we're just gonna be ourselves as usual. What else could we be?
Yep. We follow the signs, and even in your dreams, you can have signs as well. So
Buzzacino! Woo 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 woo!
Is it a building?
Yes.
Stay groovy.
Hey, what were you saying about following signs code? I got sidetracked by seeing Buzz.
Yeah, well, it's like we're going into the dreams, and like there's signs there. Like we talk about the signs and synchronicities we like to follow, like on the previous dreams, if you will. So with a dream, you could get your signs that way because they're going to come to you in variables.
Yeah. Oh, I like that way you summed that up, because it kind of in learning about different kind of dream meanings and like our most common dream meanings and stuff, I found it very interesting and fascinating how much that those meanings are interpreted as symbolism meaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of the symbols, and even in tarot, like I was like, wow, that's so cool, right? And then it got to the point that I was starting to feel like I could guess what they might mean according to my own like very novice understanding that I'm learning always about symbols and all of that. And I was just like, wow, this is just amazing.
I used to do that with a dream book. Test yourself. So say you did have a dream and there was, say, a spider in it. You might find what that means for you, and then read a book, and then it may give you a meaning, so you know how near you are to it as well.
Oh, okay. So code, let's try it right now. So let's say, what do we think my first impressions of what it might mean to have a spider in your dream. So when I first think of that, okay, so spiders, they're like builders, web builders. So maybe if we dream about a spider, it might be like a slow moving energy towards building something in your life that's going to be very strong and stable and lasting. If it's about building a web, but what if it's just like about a spider? Like, I guess a context is important too, right? What do you think a spider dream might mean? What's your intuition telling you?
You know what you said there, I agree with, like that, like you're building something, because you could build a net, because it's like a web, it's like a net. And depending on where you are on your journey, like for myself, the spider, there was no web, and it was running away because it was in my sandwich actually, and I was gonna take a bite from it, and it fell out the sandwich and run off.
Wait,
and there
is
was
this a dream you had?
Yeah, this was my latest dream, probably 6 months ago. Right.
Wow. Okay, I'm on board. I'm on board.
Right. So there's 2 other peeps in the dream as well. And I had a look to see who noticed the spider run off. And one of them see it. And I just pretended that I didn't see the spider. Hopefully he didn't. So I could eat the sandwich, because I'm thinking, I want to eat this sandwich. But what I got from it, I was like, oh, the spider is leaving the web. He left the web because it was a black spider, because that absorbs the energy. I'm thinking that absorption. So it's left. And in my understanding, I was on actually about the net 10 when I was doing that. So it all sort of fit in. It helped me out.
I like that.
Sort of saying, you're free. I'm free. That's what I got from it.
Ooh, I like that. Hey, you guys in the chat too. You guys, what do you think about what a spider dream might be? Let's test our intuition. We'll look it up and we'll find out what it means, because I didn't look anything up about spider dreams today.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Code, I was like, oh my gosh. Plus, also recently, Chrissy and I were just talking about spiders, and before Chrissy and I were talking about spiders, I was talking about spiders with my best friend Jenna. So this is all pretty cool.
Yeah, the synchronicity is there with the spider.
So let's find out what that means. What do you guys?
I like it's got 8 legs as well, so like an alternating current. So
ooh, right. So yeah, I like also infinity, infinity, stability. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Well, we're on the dreams as well. So this is how I see it as well. If you look at the infinity sign, the number 8, infinity, I've got it that the material is in one circle and the ethereal would be in the other. So it's like your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. So the subconscious is where we dream, and we get, because the subconscious knows all, it sees all. So maybe it's giving us information when we dream like that from ourselves.
Yeah. I think so. I really do. I mean, I think that when we're sleeping, we're being like directly connected with like our oversouls. And hey, did you see? Look, Dr. E said his wife was bitten by a spider last night. Crazy.
No way. See, I mean, this happened to me a while ago, but still, it is a theme here. Yeah. Charlotte's Web.
Hey, Magic Watcher. Oh, we don't have any singing on the docket, but it might happen just randomly. You never know. I'm always singing.
And 10, yeah, the net.
Michael Joshua Lewis, welcome.
Hey, Michael Joshua.
Hey, Anita, awesome. It does.
From Australia.
It does depend on how it shows up in the dream, and who said something about it? Like, depends if people are scared of spiders first. Yeah, it could take on a whole different meanings, right?
Yes. Perception. Yeah, what feeling you get. That's correct. Yeah.
So yeah, all right. So let's okay, you know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's see spiders and dreams. What does it have to say? Look, okay, check it out. This is what it says. If spiders scare you, then dreaming about them likely means something is scaring you. Spiders in particular often point to deceit, a web of lies, or a sense of feeling trapped, since the web is created to trap the spider's prey, she notes.
That's why I see it running away. So I felt I was free from them lies and the web, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I wasn't eating. I was going to eat a sandwich and he run.
Let's see. I'm trying to. If you dream
Yeah,
about
I
getting in a
might be ready for another dream as well, Buzz. Yeah, I have about 3 a year.
Wow, there's so okay. Okay, so I'm sorry, this stuff's so interesting. Let me talk a little more instead of just reading. If you if you dream about getting caught in a spider's web, you might consider this a red flag from your sleeping brain. Spiders produce sticky webs, and we can get caught in them very easily, walking into them without seeing them or trying to clean them up, and they get stuck on your fingers, Anderson notes. Spiders may
Yeah.
come up in your dreams when you've got that sense like, I feel like I'm very stuck in something that I can't get out of, or I feel like I'm maybe afraid of something. I feel like there's a sticky situation around me. If you dream of a spider has you all wrapped up like a bug and it's about to feast on you, this, according to Anderson, may be an escalation of that same thing. When you wake up, ask yourself, where in the past few days have I felt like I've been totally prey to something and I'm going to get eaten alive? Oh, okay, so I was totally wrong with my intuition on this. I mean, that's how.
Well, you may have a scary situation, like you might have to get up and do a speech, say in a week's time. So, say you had a spider dream, that would probably confirming that, like.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Well,
maybe.
too, I guess it also speaks to my own. I think spiders are awesome, and I think that they're magnificent. So that's probably why I wouldn't be like as soon as someone said about being scared, I was like, oh yeah, and that's clearly something that lots of people are afraid of, including my best friend. But I'm always like, no, I'll take it outside.
Yeah, always free them. Yeah, I'll pick them up. Yeah.
Decoding, welcome.
Decoding is in the building. Decoding is in the building.
Okay, so right.
24 past the hour.
So let's talk a little bit about the sleep stages. All right.
Yeah.
Our first stage. All right. This. Okay. Well, firstly, I'll say there are like 3 states that your brain can choose from. You can have an awake state. You can have a non-rapid eye movement state, and you can have a rapid eye movement state. Those are the 3 states of consciousness that your brain differentiates from, according to modern science. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt. Anyways,
hey, good day, good day. Oh, good day is good.
Good day, good morning.
Good day, good day. Right, let's make you blue.
Our first stage, falling asleep, light sleep. Okay, so that's like when you're just like in that in between. I always called it like the Twilight Stage. Sometimes, like, have you ever been in that stage where you're like falling asleep and you sometimes like hear someone talk to you, or you start getting like really vivid visualizations in your head, and it's like you start dreaming, that is this stage.
I've only had that if I've only maybe not aware until someone sort of woken me and I was just drifting off then. But I probably wouldn't have remembered that part if they didn't wake me.
Yeah. Too, they say that like in this first stage, like it's like really, really light sleep that like if it's like nodding off, it's like when you do that like head jerk thing.
Yeah.
Like, if someone like if it's like you can kind of hear the people talking around you, but then all of a sudden that starts morphing into crazy dreams already, or you just start like dropping into stage 2. But like right, if someone like talks to you, or your like brain gets interrupted by a noise or something happens that's loud enough to jog you out of that very light state of sleep, like that's like someone would be like, they'd be like, no, I wasn't sleeping.
That's me. I always say that. I wasn't asleep. I was clearly asleep. I would say I'm not.
Your eyes were closed. You were starting to breathe different. Okay, you were sleeping, man.
Why do we do that?
Okay, so then stage 2. Okay, this is when your heart rate slows and your body temperature starts to drop, and this is also, I think,
it's like meditation.
It's also when your breathing starts to become more even and you're dropping into a deeper level of sleep. And
see, I feel I do that in the daytime then. I mean, your daydream, they're similar because
Yeah,
drift, didn't you?
because yeah, let me see. Where's my phone actually, so I can look at that picture, so I can the different types of waves that we're in when we're in those different states, their names and
Because
stuff. Oh my gosh, I learned so many different cool things about the different waves and like the way they measure them, and like they're actually measured in hertz. Like our brain creates like a sound. You know what I mean? Um, Oh, right. Yeah.
yeah.
Gallery. Oh, son of
Oh,
a gun. I forgot. Yeah. It's because I was so distracted. I didn't do anything I meant to do. It's okay. I never sent this, our stream.
that's giving me loads of thoughts though. Mm.
Ooh,
What can you?
good.
I wonder if they're saying you can only activate them brain waves when you're asleep, or you could do it when you're daydreaming. I wonder if you could still activate them.
That is an interesting thought, especially when it comes to this really interesting bit of information I was reading about how there was this doctor from Switzerland, Olaf someone, where is that page?
Hey,
Olaf
Desert
Lang,
Rose. Good to see
this
ya.
scientist doctor guy from Switzerland, that he
Hmm.
did research and found out that in the temporal region, or the temporal parietal region, which is like this region right here by your ear in your brain,
Hmm.
that if when that becomes affected, that you can basically induce an out of body experience by even just introducing like a low grade electrical buzz to that area of your brain. And so,
Oh. Huh.
yeah. And so that area of your brain has a lot to do with like the sensations that you deal with. And so if that's the case, then maybe there is a way to just like flip these switches right from that does, I don't know,
Hmm.
it's interesting. It seems to go hand in hand with what you were
Yeah.
just saying.
Hmm. No, I like that's got my brain ticking over.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So okay, so stage 2. All right. So right, dang it, right. I was gonna right. Let me calm down a little. Yeah, right. I can never calm down. Okay.
Breathe through our
So
nose. Breathe through our nose.
all right, so you've got awake states and asleep states, okay? And then
Hmm.
when you're awake, um, you have two different kinds of states you can be in. You can be in an alert state, which is called it's like you have beta waves going on, all right? And then when you're tired awake, all right? Now this is like about to fall asleep, tired awake. These
What
are alpha
theta?
waves, all
Oh,
right?
alpha. Hmm.
Alpha, all right? So then when you're asleep, and you go into non-REM sleep, which is, so you got non-REM sleep stage 1, non-REM 2, and non-REM 3 and 4. It depends on where you are too. Like in Europe there's like there's 5 sleep stages, but in America
Hmm.
there's 4 sleep stages. There are some researchers who think there are 19 sleep stages because it's very complex and it has to do with your consciousness shifting in your brain.
Hmm.
So there's a lot
Yeah, I
of
can
things
see it
happening
probably
there.
going a wave. Yeah, you're probably going up and
Mhm.
down on the whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
on them stages. Hmm.
So then when we get to your first stage here, that's when you've got
Heather,
your theta waves. Welcome, Heather. Welcome. Hey, Desert
I see.
Rose.
I
Awesome.
can just see Free Flow's name there, but I can't see her yet. Have I missed her name?
I didn't see it. I
Was
just heard you
was
say it.
someone mentioning Free Flow? All right. I think she's getting a shout out. Hey.
So, all right. Your stage 1, your brain goes into theta waves. Okay. So they're a little bigger, but then
Hmm.
in your second stage, you go into this K complexes and sleep spindles stage, which is super interesting. I'm not going to go into detail about
Hmm.
it. I don't really know a lot about it, but I
Spindles.
started learning about it and this week, and wow, fascinating stuff. It's like this sort of oscillating. Yeah. Okay. So then when you get
What,
into
like vortexes? Like,
yeah, kind of like vortexes.
ah,
Um,
yeah. That's where I
yeah.
must have went then.
How crazy cool that you just
That's
said that too,
crazy.
because
Yeah, when I was young,
Tim
innit?
was talking
Like,
about vortexes
oh,
today too. That's cool. So,
mm,
all right. So then we get into
that's
3
why I'm
and
here.
4, stage 3 and 4. Okay, of your non-REM sleep cycles. This is when you get into the delta waves. Now, when you get into these delta waves, these much bigger waves like this. Okay, or
Ashley's
you
in the
guys probably
building.
couldn't see my hands at all, like that. Um, uh, this is when your muscles start to repair themselves. This is where you start having like cognitive memory, like solidification. Um,
Mm.
it's really awesome what happens when you get into this third and fourth stage of sleep, because you're having a lot of deep healing that's happening both in your brain and in your muscles.
Mm.
And this in this stage, this is also like preparing us to just be like healthier humans for when we're in this awake state, in that beta alert stage. Okay, so
Mm.
crap, what's that guy's name? I think I wrote it down. I
Not
better
Joe
have written his name
Dispenza.
down. I didn't. Son of a gun. Kevin
What?
Shira.
Tony.
Son of a gun. Okay. I can't remember. There's this guy. You can find him on TED Talks. I watched. It's like an 8-minute clip of him talking today. But so he has learned that you can, like, at certain times during your sleep. So he's aiming to his aim is to lengthen your stages 3 and 4 of your sleep cycles, so that we can actually have more of this deep sleep muscle and tissue repair and better memory and better performance in our waking life. So he found out that if you actually mimic the sounds of those waves, of the hertz that happen when you're in that stage, in that deep sleep stage, that it will actually make your brain stay in that sleep cycle longer, so you can have more regenerative healing and have more alertness, which is so cool. It's so cool. And it's just awesome because sound, right? It's a language, and oh gosh, it's so cool. So then, what you thinking, Code? I like the face you're wearing.
No, I was just thinking. No, I was just thinking about chat, but I was thinking about I'll wake up with a backache. So if I sleep too long, so I'm like, well, I'm not getting healed then.
Oh, right. Yeah, there are a lot of different factors that go into keeping us from getting the right amount of sleep, which is different for everyone. Okay. So, then when it comes to the next sleep cycle that we go into, that is the REM cycle, which, rapid eye movement. And in this stage, our body becomes paralyzed, because we actually go back into beta waves. Okay. That's the same waves as when we're awake. So it's like that's our eyes are acting out, and they say that we go into that paralyzed state so that we don't act out the dreams that we're having and we don't get ourselves into trouble. But like in stage 3 and 4, that's when you'll have like a lot of your night terrors and your like your sleepwalking. But your REM, you're paralyzed. So yeah, lots of fascinating stuff happening. So this dream state, this is when you're dreaming. And this is when all of these crazy things happen that we then relate to symbolism. So yeah, okay, let's go to this next slide.
And vivid dreams or like that. I've never sleepwalked as far as I'm aware of. So that's interesting.
I don't think I have either, Code. My sister has. I've seen her sleepwalk before.
I was going to say, I wonder if anyone in chat sleepwalks, even still, because maybe it was just more when you're young as opposed to when you're older.
I wonder too, but you know what, Corey, my bandmate Corey, he just he was sleepwalking last week. He was. So I mean, he doesn't remember it, but his wife does.
Yeah. Funny though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can embarrass yourself.
So this sleep cycle here, this chart right here, it shows how we go through these different stages of sleep. And each rotation of this sleep cycle lasts for about 90 minutes, but it's a little bit different for each person. We all have different circadian rhythms. And we can do different things. And I mean, not can we, but everything we do, like it alters our sleep cycles, our waking cycles, the way our bodies perform in both of those states. And you can do things to make yourself more of a morning person. You can do things to make yourself more of a night person. And so yeah, this is how that goes. I don't know how much.
Emma.
to really say about
Um,
that? Emma, welcome.
oh, sorry, Emma. No, we're not doing a panel, but we will do a show where me and Ali will do a panel. Actually,
Ooh, that
that
sounds
is
like a good
one.
idea.
Yeah, we could plan, and then it's like anything we've mentioned over the weeks. Anyone can come up and like
Maybe
discuss
we should do
anything.
that
Yeah,
next week.
yeah. Maybe we can do this next week. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, yeah, Emma, you've come up with a plan there.
Yeah. Thank you, Emma. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I can even give you a link so you can start the show if you need a little talk before. So that can happen. So
That's awesome.
right, how about that?
So, I guess there is a few more things that I would like to say about this. That okay, so as you're sleeping through the night and you have your, you're onto your fifth cycle, your deep sleeping stages where you're doing all of this repairing and like memory stuff and all this awesome rejuvenation for your body, those get shorter and shorter as the night goes on. And your REM sleep stages then will get a little bit longer. You're a little bit more dreaming in that time. And then also I think oh yeah, it says right here, REM increases during the second half of the night. So also as we get older, they say that people have a lot more trouble reaching these deeper regenerative stages of sleep.
Yeah, that's me.
And obviously, I mean, like, there's a lot of science that backs that up. But just remember, we're the ones that's, driving this car. Everything we do, everything we consume, I mean, like with our eyes, our ears, our mouths, everything, that all goes into making who we are. And yeah, we can make life choices that are better for us. So it's good to get our sleep. There was a time in my life where I really thought that like sleep was a terrible thing because it was just like such a waste of time. And I'm glad I got over that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to
insomnia,
sleep,
dude.
so.
No bueno.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. So right. Next. I'm so distracted.
Welcome in, everybody.
Ashley, yay!
Yeah, we've got Bamboos in the building. Level eyes to see. It's in the building.
So, all right, the circadian rhythm. Let's just. I didn't do as much research about this as I should have. I should have brushed up. It's been a long time since I read about it. But this chart gives us a little. Let's see, should I? No, we're good right there. So this talks about basically our natural cycles and what our body is doing at different times. And this changes a little bit between everybody else. Ashley, yeah, when you were younger, sleepwalking. Not all the time, but you did. You used to sleepwalk when you were very little.
What level said's interesting as well? They get the same dream.
Say what?
The same dream. Level eyes to see. They're saying they must get the same dream. They're dreaming the same dream for years.
Dreams. I used to have recurring dreams too.
Never had that. Hey, Trace.
Oh, right. I love talking. We are going to get into talking about like dream stuff too. Trace B. Yeah. Welcome. Hey, Bamboo. Awesome. Very good. And Level. Very awesome as well. I mean, I'm sorry. I miss you guys. So yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Your circadian rhythm, we're talking about all of these different times when our blood pressures do different things, our body temperatures do different things. We have, suppressed bowel movements, all kinds of body functions happening. And by learning our own circadian rhythms, we can optimize our lives. Learn, when it is that we should nap or when we should sleep, just for our own optimal performance if we're trying to become the best people that we want to be. So there's some pretty interesting stuff to learn about that if you guys want to look into it.
And if you lay on the left side, you go to toilet less at night. If you lay on the left.
Yeah, it's true, right? Because then you're not digesting as much. But I mean, it depends on who you are. Some people never digest when they lay
Apparently
down.
it's your bladder, because your bladder's sitting there. If you lay the other side, it's suspended, so it's going to get like
Mm-hmm.
It want to release, so you want to go to the toilet. And I naturally
Oh,
lay on
really?
the left, so happy days. Like I'm all right.
Yeah, because when I did that gallbladder cleanse and like got and like I like healed my gallbladder because I did that cleanse over like a 6-month period. When you would
Mm.
lay down at night, after I did the whole weird gross juices and oils and things like that, and like Epsom salts so that like my organs were like dilated. Well,
Mm.
you would lay on your right side and you would lay very still. And I would also take I would like take some natural like chamomile pills, right? Like 3 of them right before I laid down, so that you have to lay still as much as you can for at least a half an hour. And I would sort of strive to keep myself awake for a half an hour as still as I can. And then you lay
Mm.
on that side every time, if you like wake up and stuff, because you do wake up a couple of times. It's like wake anyways, you try and keep yourself on that side, because as you're sleeping, then it's really passing all of those gallstones out into like your bowels. It's so
Mm.
wild. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's cool. And you could have a squeaky toy in your bed, so if you rolled over, it'd squeak and go. "Ee." So it wake you up to go back on the good side. Meant to be on, innit?
I love that idea.
I just thought it just came to me then.
Like a dog toy.
Look. They think you got a pet. You go, no, I'm just like.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy, dude. That's so funny.
The world of
Okay.
code.
Well, I might
Oh,
have
you've
to
been
get a dog
researching
toy.
sleep. Oh, Trace. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, circadian rhythms. Check that out, if you want to. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. All right. So now, different sleep cycles here.
Ooh.
This is kind of fascinating, right? So we've got our
Mm.
monophasic here, and that's what science talks about, like what we normally have.
Mm.
You go to sleep once at night and then you sleep your whole bits of sleep until you wake up. All right. So that's your 6 to 8 hours, which is what they recommend for adults. And
It's a third of your life. If it's 8 hours is a third. 33%.
yeah, that's actually what you just said was a lot of the reasoning that went into me feeling like, oh God, sleep is so
I
wasteful.
like
It's
6
not.
because that's a quarter then. That's a quarter. That's all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what are we really doing by cutting out the sleep in our lives? We're
No, it's
cutting
not like you're cutting it out. I feel this as well. Like with sleep, if you've got a lot to worry about and you eat a lot, right, you're going to need more sleep because your energy to burn that food up, for one. And two, if you've got a lot on your mind, you sleep a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also, if you
less
work
than,
out a lot, you need more
if you've
sleep.
sorted them two out, maybe you won't need the 8, or you could get it down to like 6-4. But that's natural then, because like I said,
Sea level, like all the reading and things that I've been doing this week about this, like they're saying that like and I mean, I don't know, like I try to do this too for myself. I'm really fortunate that there's like, normally,
no problem.
4 days of the week where I'm able to just sleep until I can wake up whenever I want to, But yeah, I don't know. Keeping a schedule though, I've that's always been a battle for me. And
Yeah.
especially after this week, I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try to keep a sleep. I'm gonna give it a try, is what I'm saying. I want to implement a real sleep schedule and see how my own productivity changes. And that's what these things are about, like these different cycles here. Like
Makes
these last
sense.
two, this one that says Everyman and Uberman, those are polyphasic sleep cycles. And like Tesla was like, he was pretty well known for having a polyphasic sleep cycle where,
Yeah.
he would, be awake for, X amount of hours until he took, a 20-minute or 30-minute nap or
I think
whatever.
on that
Everyone's a
second
little
one.
different. Like this Everyman one's a
Yeah.
little bit different in here.
What's the second one along? Is that where you say have 4 hours and then have a power hour somewhere? That's probably me.
Yeah. So biphasic sleep, a lot of times you'll find people that are in this category too are like older people and people that have insomnia. But yeah, you'll get a jag of sleep and then you wake up. You wake up for a little while. And or it doesn't have to be like this doesn't mean that these have to be this far apart. Like this little bit right here could be like right over here on your day. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be right there. But yeah,
just cycles,
lots of different ways that people sleep, and all of this too is going to be.
I wonder if they're related to the 4 elements. Just out of curiosity.
I don't, right. I always try to relate everything to the 4 elements, but I don't think
I
that
know,
those
like,
are.
That's another level.
Because like the everyman sleep cycle and the Uberman sleep cycle, I don't think you're going to find those in like science books and stuff.
Uberman.
I don't know. This was some chart someone else made, and I was like, "Hey, at least this shows what I'm trying to talk about." These last 2 are polyphasic, so there's that's really what I wanted to talk about. And then I was like, "Oh, cool. There's more pictures here. That sounds good. That's awesome."
There's a hexagram. There's a hexagram on that last one, peeps. I see a hexagram.
Yeah, actually, when I a long time ago when I learned about polyphasic sleep cycles, I watched this guy that he tried it because he'd heard about the benefits that people who adopt polyphasic sleep cycles, where they do they're awake for
preliminal
4 hours and they take like a 20-minute nap, or sometimes people will take like an hour and a half, because if you get an hour and a half in, then you're going through all of the sleep phases, so you can get all of that regenerative healing in the deepest cycle. But then it says too, like, it's better if you wake up from like sleep stage N2 or shit, I can't remember the other one, but I think
so
that's
roughly how long is that? What, like say 3 hours in, or 4?
Well, if you went 3 hours, then you've gone through 2 sleep cycles roughly, because each all of the phases that you go through last roughly 90 minutes. So, so it's like the first or second stage are the best stages to wake up and have like the most restful feelings. But when you wake up in any of the other stages, they can be very disorienting. And and even still too, they say that like sometimes when you have like out of body experiences and near death experiences, that it's sometimes when those transitions don't go smoothly. So like if someone has like a cardiac arrest or something like that, they all of a sudden go from the awake state to like the REM state, and that has a mashup in their brain, and their brain decides, okay, we're having an out of body experience now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Can't do it either.
Isn't that stuff cool and weird? Okay. Yeah, but there is a lot that you can read about polyphasic sleep cycles that talk about productivity in your life. So let's see, what is this next slide?
Yeah.
Okay.
So productivity. Yeah.
These next slides I have for us, they're just pictures that give ideas about different dreams that we have, that are like our most common dreams, and then what the interwebs has to say about what those mean. Because I didn't even get my dream journal out. Oh, I saw what you said, Heidi, or not dream journal, my dream dictionary.
I took a nap today. Yay.
Who did?
Heidi took a little nap.
Ooh, nice. Very good.
Yeah. I like power naps. I do.
Nice. I do too. So yeah, speaking of power naps, like,
I don't know about narcolepsy actually.
I don't want to throw you off, Ali, but you know about it. Okay, so I know what narcolepsy is, but I didn't research it. I don't know what specifically is happening in the brain when that happens. I used to know when I was in college.
I might have a look. So when we do a next week show, I might have a little bit of knowledge on it. I'm gonna have a look.
On narcolepsy? Yeah. Falling asleep when you have no control over it. It has something to do with something that's like your brain. It's like a part in your brain that is traumatized. That's the very vague thing that happens. I can't remember all the terms of the parts of the brain right now. I haven't been studying the parts of the brain in like, I don't know. I wonder
if it's part of the neural network or not, neurological.
At college. But yeah.
Neuron.
And also, I mean, which was really cool too when I was in school, how my psychology classes were lining up with my anatomy classes, and it was just really awesome to be learning about like the ideas of psychological things that are happening in the brain while I'm actually like learning about the brain and actually like working with cadavers. I never did see the cadaver's brain, but yeah.
Oh,
But
you've
yeah,
worked with the
that was
brain and
pretty
that. Oh, mm.
yeah, too, I'll just a little side note that our brain, inside our head right now, everybody shake your head, go like this.
I don't like doing that, actually. No.
Okay, is that why you didn't do it? Because I was like, you're not doing it.
Gives you a headache. Like, I don't want to
All right.
mess about with my
It's
brain
because,
cells.
all right, don't do it if you don't want to do it. But
I won't, I know.
our brains are like the consistency of Jello, if you didn't know. So if you were to take a
Chrissy.
brain out of like a fresh cadaver, and you just like dropped it, it would look like you dropped like a gelatin, like a gelatiny like tin, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you like? Like a bunt tin of gelatin. If you like dropped it on the ground, that's what it would look like if our brain dropped on the ground. It's so.
I've seen that. I've seen something like that. I know.
Yeah, like,
if you ain't seen it, it's hard to get the picture, but yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, dude.
It's not how you think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to even study like the structure of the brain, they had to like inject it with like a
Michelle's in the building.
With the gelatin. Speaking of gelatin, they had to like they'd inject it with like something to make it harder so that they could even like slice into it,
Yeah, yes, that's it. Oh, don't
Science!
I know. I see a bit of that. I couldn't take it. I was like, I think we've seen the same thing.
Oh gosh, yeah. Shoot, right? Bell sounds when I shake my head. Yeah, so when I shake my head, I feel like, ooh, my head's like jello.
Yeah, that's when you get it like, like when you get, it can go like that when you get the energy going to your brain, like, feels like.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it makes me, in fact, wonder if maybe those waters above aren't just like the waters in our brain,
Yep. Yes, thank you.
That plasma. Yeah.
You got to have your flood from the brain, innit? That's what it is. That's the flood. It's that.
Chrissy! Yay!
Chrissy's in the building.
Okay, so I picked this picture to represent taking off in a flying dream. So one of the most common dreams that we dream about
Someone said catapult.
Flying dreams, right? So
apparently, yeah. I haven't.
You haven't? Never? Anybody in chat, you guys have flying dreams?
I want one, though. Hey, Delaney. Delaney's in the building.
Hey, Delaney, welcome. Yeah, awesome.
How you doing, Michelle? Michelle Cannon Freeze in the building.
Oh, yay, Michelle. Mwah, yay, awesome. So yeah, flying dreams. Who was it that was talking about recurring dreams? Was it Emma?
Who was
that was talking about recurring dreams?
Someone for about 30 years. No, level eyes to see.
Level, yeah. So my recurring, is it recurring or reoccurring? Do they both mean the same thing? Is a flying dream. And as in my younger days, every night I would have a flying dream, and it was reoccurring, and for a very long time it was the same dream. But then as I started to get older, and not much older, I mean, I'm still in elementary school at this time. I started to be able to control where I could go anywhere in my dreams, in my flying dreams. I realized
that's what I was going to say. That
I can do anything in these dreams. I can go anywhere in these dreams, and so I did. And
of dream.
I would take people with me. Sometimes my family would come with me. Sometimes my friends would come with me. But that started to drastically drop off as I got closer to like probably 7th grade, maybe even 6th grade. Shoot, right?
Yeah, how old is that though? I don't know them grades. Like what age?
What is that like? No, anybody?
I'm in the UK.
11, 12. Maybe I was like 12.
Matt Man. Hey, Matt Man.
Matt Man, welcome.
How you doing?
Yeah,
My
maybe
chat
like
stopped
around
over
12
there.
years old or something. I started
Oh,
having less of those dreams, a lot less of those dreams. And by high school, I only had flying dreams that I could control in high school twice ever. And since then, in my adulthood, I have had dreams where I was flying, but I wasn't in control. And yeah, I don't have a hold yet on the astral traveling while I'm dreaming, or even like I haven't even practiced going into like astral traveling from like a trance state, or getting into a trance state, or even like doing the different meditations that you can do to help yourself like feel like you're like falling out of your body into into yeah, into the astral realm. But so yeah, flying dreams, when we have flying dreams,
Yeah. Would you say that's like a vivid dream then? Because if you can take control of it, it's a different kind of dream then. So would that fall into the vivid dream state?
yeah, it's a lucid dream, right? It is.
Or
It's
lucid dream?
very
Yeah, that's it.
mhm. Well, that
Mm.
means the same thing, right? Lucid and vivid,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. I do believe like lucid dreaming. And it's interesting. It's
So
like what they say when you're
yeah.
in. Go ahead.
No, it's making it interesting because if you're dreaming, it's like it's saying the dream world you can take control of. But
Yes.
it's a different kind of dream because the other dream will be a place of showing you something or you're seeing something.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two, like, is there two realms then? Is there two dream worlds almost?
You know, I bet there are multiple dream
Oh,
worlds.
yeah, yeah.
And I wonder too. I don't know, like
Would be a
science is
metaphor would
so.
be like this. A metaphor would be say you've got a garden and you've got a tree, you've got a
Mhm.
bush, you've got a flower, you've got whatever, right? And someone says, "What's your garden look like?" You can't say it in one sentence. You're like, "Hold on, like where do I start?"
Different worlds.
Yeah, so maybe the dream world's like that. Yeah, it's it's like this, it's like that, but it's under the same umbrella. Really.
Yeah. And who knows too? It's like the brain processes 11 different realms, basically. Um, that there are
Hmm.
11 different like subcategories of like realms that our brain processes, and I wonder if the dream state lies within. It must, if those are the 12 that science quantifies as the
It's quantum.
spaces we create and live in, then it's got to be within that, right? Or does it? I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, anything's possible.
Well, that's what my little contemplation was today. Like the ethereal realm, like this dream state or dream space, is that like what they put quantum into that space as well? Or is that another space?
Right. It's a great question. I mean,
Because
obviously, or not obviously,
that's
things
deep.
work. Time is different in that sleep space, in that astral.
Yes. It's not linear, is it? No. Mm.
And but
Infinite.
in my understanding, even in my idea, I think that time is all happening at once. Oh, right. That's so big. That's so big. That's a big thing to say, right?
But yeah, I could say loads now, but it's going to go really deep.
I know,
Can't go
gosh, it's
there.
too big. It's too big.
Ah, so I can't. Right,
That's a
let's
whole
read
other
it back.
stream.
That is going deep,
Oh man.
deep diving. That would have been deep diving. Like let's keep.
Yeah.
Mm,
So right.
we'll bring it
Concurrent
back. Yeah, to
time.
the dreams anyway. Yeah,
All
and
things happening at once.
O.B.E.s.
Yeah.
That's big
Oh,
enough. Yeah.
it's so big. All right, yeah. So okay, let me read what this has to say about flying. So they say if that you're flying downwards, that you're aware of your unconscious state. They're saying it says that if you're flying low, that it represents strength and determination in your waking life, and that if you're
Makes
like
sense.
striving backwards, you're like flying backwards, striving backwards.
Hey,
That
musicians for truth, welcome in.
Yay, welcome Musicians for Truth. Awesome.
Right. Make us some more.
That flying or striving backwards in a flying dream, it means that you want to relive parts of your life from the past. So that's what the interweb says about flying dreams. There was something else that we touched on though in there that I wanted to go a little more in details about lucid dreaming. That if you're in a dream and you want to become more aware of your own ability to change your dream, to know about the lucidity of your dream, start asking questions. Start asking questions even in your waking life. And like if you're in a dream and something's, everything in dreams is so fluid and different. It's just like morphing pictures, and all of that can be a thing. Nothing has to make sense, even though everything seems to make sense. And so if you start noticing weird things like that in your dream, if you already put the question out there from your subconscious that you want to become aware of when things seem off from your waking world, then you will notice in your sleeping world when things are off. And if you can do that, you can start asking, you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to ask those questions. Oh, like, oh my gosh, why does that window look so big? Or why are we able to talk and breathe when we're underwater? Or, this seems off. And if you can do that, then you can become aware and to actually take control of your dream, is what they say. Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, I do feel it is your subconscious mind. Yeah, for sure. Because, like, going back to what I said earlier, if you want to know something, like, you get it given to you whatever way it comes, and it can come in your dreams like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure.
It's definitely
it's another way to be in contact with spirit.
Yeah. Another angle. And I'd like to know that. I wonder if anyone could, before they went asleep and like sort of wanted to choose a dream almost, can anyone do that?
Hey, I love that idea. Son of a gun. There we go.
Oh, that could be me, Stan. Not really.
Look at those cheeky buns. They so round.
I thought I'll say it before anyone else does. Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, another really common dream is of being naked. All right.
I have had that one though. Yeah, I have actually.
Have you?
Yeah. Saying that means I have.
It basically means fear of being unprepared. Fear of being unprepared, caught off guard, not doing what you should have done, not doing enough, being
but
worried.
No one noticed, so it's why.
Nobody even noticed. See, that says a lot in the dream too, doesn't it?
I was happy because I thought, I've got no clothes on. That ain't no one noticed. But I think I just had socks on actually. Though. Has he got socks on?
So funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that so rings a bell, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, actually I never did have this dream before that I was like naked in front of a crowd.
No, not in front of a crowd though. There was just a few. I was in a room, I remember, like, and there was a few people there just talking, I think. It was like that.
Interesting. What does that mean then, Code? Maybe
we were born naked here, level. It was just saying you're being natural because you was born naked.
Do you see what Scorpio said?
Thanks, level. What was Scorpio saying?
Great ass, Code. Great ass.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll show you on the next video. I'm gonna do a video called Kiss My, and then I'll show you my
my cheeky buns.
You'll be dreaming of it tonight.
dream, but I've done this. So, all right, yeah, dreaming of water.
Yeah.
Dreaming of water, that's another very common dream.
When I was younger,
And
yeah, I was drowning. Yeah, that
ooh,
weren't
that is
pleasant.
another one. In fact, that's like the most common way to dream that you're
Mm.
dying is dreaming of drowning.
In a swimming pool, and I had the
Mhm.
same dream 2 or 3 times. That one as well. So that's the only time I've had a repeat. Mm.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So you did have a couple of recurring dreams.
But it's always when I was young, like from the age of 5 until 9, I would say I had loads,
Is
like yeah, out of bodies, all that. Mm.
is 9 the age that your dreams started to like drop off?
Yeah, we could do that, Buzz. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked with Buzz there.
No worries.
But
Is 9 the age that your dreams started to drop off, do you think?
yeah, all my experiences finished because I know I moved home when I was about 9 and a half, and I weren't having none then. Once I moved, so it was
Hmm.
definitely up to the age of 9.
So, do
Felt
you
like
think
every night.
that moving home, okay, it was before that you moved home that you stopped having dreams before the age of 9?
Maybe, yeah. I've tried to wonder whether because I moved, but I'm not too sure it's because I just moved. Because it'd be vivid memory that it stopped like that. Do you know what I mean? I reckon it might have slowed down for a few months and then stopped. So because it felt like every night.
Interesting, right? I'm just thinking,
Hmm.
just wondering, like what happened in your life that might have
No, I'm a poor
made
swimmer, really.
made your dreams drop off, because it happened at a younger age. Like a lot of people won't dream because they smoke too much weed. That'll be a problem. People
That's
think
what I've heard. Yeah, maybe that's
Mhm.
with me and all. That might be the
I know
case.
when I don't smoke weed, my dreams are insanely vivid. Especially if I keep a dream journal, I mean, it's just like it's intense.
Hmm. I wouldn't
But I
mind
still
some.
dream really intensely smoking weed. So shit, what do I see my name. What about same dream from a
I
visitor?
was a little bit
That's
scared
a
of
mess.
water because I went to the seaside
Yeah.
and we went out on this like when the tide was out and got on a boat what was moored sort of thing. Not moored, but it was anchored
Mm,
then. And then when the water come back in, like the tide, we used to do this and then get off the boat and come in. That was all good. But I remember some older lads coming over and they kept rocking this boat, so we couldn't get off of it like for ages. And the tide was coming in. And eventually we just had to jump off the boat and go for it. And I tried to swim it and then I thought I can't do it. And I was nearly drowning, sort of thing. I did swallow a bit of the sea actually. And I was just walking in the water, like underneath the water, till my head got to a height where I could actually breathe. Then that did scare me, but other than that, I weren't scared of water really.
I see. Yeah.
I was about 10 when that happened.
So this okay, wait, you didn't drown in the dream though. You did make it out.
No, in the dream, I was in a swimming pool, and I remember some ropes hanging down, and I was sort of going under the water, like drowning, but I could see them ropes, and I really wanted to grab them, but I couldn't. And then I used to wake up when it was felt like you couldn't, like it was going to be over, like I was drowning for ages. And then I'd wake up when I must have died in the water or whatever.
Okay,
And
interesting.
yeah,
Also,
they
when
didn't
you
like
said
it. It felt
that,
really real and vivid, like.
yeah. Well, at first when you were talking about strings hanging above, I just like got this vision of like this giant hand like holding like wielding like marionette strings that you're
And
like
there were
trying to grab
ropes, like
for.
big thick ropes,
Yeah. Oh my
what you
gosh.
get at the gym or something. No, what you get on the climbing
Oh yeah.
apparatus,
Like
them
the
sort
ones
of
for like
ropes, big
yeah.
thick.
Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah, I can still visualize it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shit, what are those ropes called that you do that thing with?
I don't know
Ah,
anyone.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, what did
Probably
Trace
got a
say?
different
Trace
name.
said something that I wanted to address. Oh, she said, Allie, what about same dream from a visitor? So if you're having a same dream from a visitor, I would suggest asking that visitor why they're there because it could be a
Mm.
spirit guide. You probably need there's probably a message that you need to have if you're dreaming of the same guide. I mean, like I used to have this like this tiny little buffalo that used to come into my dreams, and like sometimes it would walk across my arm, tiny little buffalo. But I felt like it was one of my spirit guides, and
Wow.
yeah, because it just kept coming into all kinds of different dreams. Like it was showing me the way, leading me into the dreams I needed to be led into, like into those, like stepping into those
Yes, it was.
environments, into those worlds, like, you know, like into that bubble.
Mm. Yeah,
Interesting.
the
Okay,
cord.
so
Yeah, the cord was wrapped around my neck. Yeah, I was born with the cord strangling me. Yeah,
oh wow.
and I had yellow jaundice as well. Oh yeah, born with yellow jaundice and the cord wrapped around me, so I was like blue. Time they cut the cord.
Hmm. So they say when you dream of water that it has to do with deep emotions, your subconscious and your
Yeah,
unconscious. A lot of times it has to do with very deep seated fears or very emotional issues that you're suppressing. And your dream state is here to be like, hey, maybe you should deal with
memories.
this. You know, maybe you should deal with this.
Mm.
But yeah, that's the water. That's the water meaning. Let's see here. Let's get to this next slide.
Oh, you was jaundice too, Heidi. Ah, what is that? Isn't it?
So the next
O.B.E.s.
one, another really common dream that we have is being chased. I've had dreams where I've been chased before. I was actually chased in a dream once by a giant crab. Yeah. I mean, I lived. It was okay, but like, yeah, catching up with me, like at different like places. Like I'd get to another spot in my dream, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, the crab's back! We gotta run for it!" But
All the
yeah,
things to have a crab. Wow.
you know, too now. Wow, interesting. Now
Mm.
that I've been like learning more about lots of different things, who knows that maybe that had something to do with like
Mm.
cancer.
Cancer star sign, like.
Yeah.
Mm.
Running from a cancer. So yeah, running in dreams or being chased in dreams indicates that you're avoiding something in your waking life, running away from problems. If you are chasing, it means that you have a great drive and ambition to achieve something in your life.
Yeah, bonfire.
Bonfire? What?
No, born fighter. Yeah, level eyes to see. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I fight my
Born
way in.
fighter.
I wanted to be here for a reason. Like.
Mm. Do you have you had chasing dreams?
I have. Yeah, a lot. Like,
Wow.
like I said to you before, you know, I had experiences of when I was young, being chased, and it was like every night for like I don't know. It felt like years.
Oh wow. Oh wow, right?
It did, honestly, right? And I kept going to this. I call it a building. Some people call it a house, and I think others have
Oh,
been
you
there.
did. Oh, I love this. Right.
Yeah. When I talk about it, and others say I've been there, I'm like, what? And when they describe it, I know they've been there. Because there's
That is
loads of
wild.
rooms in this building. There's loads and loads of rooms, and there's big long corridors, like or hallways, gangways, whatever you want to call them. And there's loads of doors coming off them. But every room, there's nothing in them. And you can go through some rooms into another door, into another room, and another room or whatever. But I used to get lost in there, and I had something chasing me, so I felt scared. And I used to run down all these different corridors and that felt like for ages. And I knew it was going to happen before I went to sleep because that white light would be there. So as soon as I shut my eyes, it'd be there. So I used to try and stay awake thinking, I can't close my eyes because that light's going to come and I'm going to be in that building being chased. But I did know there was one room there what had a light in it, like a skylight or something. So I thought, I got to get in there. And I know it's there. But to cut a long story short then, because I was
Yeah.
dreaming this and running all the time, every night, scared, waking up sweating, telling peeps, everyone's saying, you're just dreaming. I went, yeah, but I know it's going to happen. But anyway, something happened one day. I come across this, like, it's like I kept running and I couldn't run no more. And then all I can say is it's a creature, monster thing, whatever. It's some entity. Yeah, I say entity. And it had like
Wow.
ripped up clothes. Like clothes are like in rags, like been ripped up, all dirty, black eyes. Like look like plasters crossed over the eyes, but they're all black, if you will. And it went to
Ugh.
me, "Oh, I see you've got some friends now. I'll never forget it." And it made me feel so great inside. I thought, "Oh, I've got some friends." I thought, "Oh, yes, at last." And I thought they're all behind me looking at this entity, and he could see them. And I weren't going to look around because he'll think that I don't know they're there. So I just went along with it, and I went, "Yeah, like, yeah, I've got some friends now." And they disappeared. And it felt all the fear left my body. And then I was never in that building again.
Wow.
And I haven't really felt fear in my life, to be fair. So I don't know whether that was me facing my fear. Mate, I don't know. But
Wow.
that's why I come on YouTube to ask people, did anyone else have this, like, you know, these experiences? Because I had loads of things, vortexes, and that, but that one, yeah,
Wow.
that's my chasing one.
That's
I was being
wild.
chased.
That's interesting. Dang, right? Wow, right?
Hello. I can't believe I say it half of the time, I think.
Yeah.
But I
Oh
know
my
Matt
God.
Man said he went to that house or something. I was like, no way, have you been there? Someone else told me as well. And there's all rooms and like doors and there's nothing in them. I'm like, yeah.
Dang. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I want to share this picture that I just found because of what you were just saying. There is this, I want to share a different screen. It's not a picture I saved, but have you heard
Nice
about
one, Level.
that guy that it's called This Man, that there's a lot of people that have dreamed about this specific guy.
Mm.
Have you heard of that?
What, with the little, with a hat?
Um
I've heard of the black hat man or something like that. I don't know.
well, I don't think that he's known as having a hat on. Wait, yeah, let me see if I can't. It's up.
Is there,
This Man. Okay. Oh wow, I did find a picture.
the
It's kind of
sleepwalkers
creepy.
or something?
It's like a more of a lifelike likeness here. So how do I do that in here? Where am I?
Yeah, is it called the sleepwalker or something like that? Or,
Let's see here. I'm gonna stop sharing this screen,
dream.
and then I'm gonna try and share a different screen. Share screen.
Many times in the rooms and doorway house. See, you call it a house, similar. Hey, Steve. Right, yeah.
That's the guy. Isn't that
Wow.
creepy? So yeah,
It's like
this
he's got
is
something
like,
on his
there's a
ears.
whole lot that you can read about. It's kind of creepy that there's a ton of people that have dreamed about this guy, and yeah.
Anyone in chat? I wonder if anyone in chat.
Hey, Steve!
Yes,
Yay!
Steve's in the building. Steve's in
Welcome!
the
Oh my
building.
gosh,
Steve's in the
awesome.
building.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take this one off just because I don't really like that picture, and
Yeah, it's quite creepy, isn't it? Like,
there's a lot of really like negative connotations and negative things that are involved with that, and some creepy stuff you can read about. It's crazy. Anyways, when you're talking about visiting the same place, it made me think of that, and it's been a long time since I thought about
right,
that.
yeah.
There's a lot of creepy stuff involving that story, you guys.
That was
Even
when I
involving,
was really young. Mine
yeah.
was, yeah. Say from the age of 6 to about 8 doing that, I reckon. A couple of years running around.
Yeah, dang. Okay, so share screen. Oh wait, I have to pull up this first again. Right, let me get out of this. Cancel. Share screen. Share screen. Window. Boom. Share. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, chasing dreams. So we talked about all of that. Let's go on to the next one. Dreams about dying. That's another really common one.
Free Palestine. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, welcome. We're doing so awesome.
I feel like I know this person because they're calling me their brother already. Yeah. Must have another account. Yeah, we're doing great.
Sorry. Yeah, Heidi, right? Gosh. So deep. Ah! Yeah.
Oh, sorry to
I'm
hear
so
that,
glad you made
Steve.
it too.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, dreams about dying, the Grim Reaper. So it
Oh.
basically
Mm.
it kind of means the exact same thing as the death card in tarot, like something is changing in your life. Death, like the ending of something and the beginning of something new. Um, you're dealing
Mm.
with something that is ending in your waking life. And
What,
yeah,
can you
maybe
die
you're
in
not,
your dream?
huh?
What, can you die in your dream then? Some say you don't wake up.
I know, right? There's some say that they don't. There's other people say no, you don't die at all. That's just a myth. So
Mm.
who's to say?
Yeah, but I wonder if anyone's had a dream where they've died then and actually, had that dream.
I thought that you just shared one. I thought that you just said you died and you drowned.
No, I was drowning, but it felt like maybe I drowned, but I used to wake up. So,
So you woke up before maybe the final moment.
yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Because the only other time is I remember jumping off a building and I remember coming down, when the concrete's getting closer and closer. So he's just about to hit
Oh
it.
yeah.
And then I woke up before impact. That's my other
Yeah.
one. That
Wow.
was a
Yeah. I
dream.
mean, they do. I mean, like, at least from a young age, I heard people say that if you die in your dream, you'll never wake up. But I don't know. I guess I just never really believed it. I don't
I
believe it.
doomed up. Oh, Buzzachino
You do,
has.
Steve, whenever you get to
Oh,
the time for the splat, it's up. It's up and at 'em. Um,
I wonder if that was before you got your
oh wow,
cancer and
Chrissy.
that,
Oh, I
Buzz.
saw what you said about the serial
Or
killer
after.
chasing dream too. Wild. Um,
Mm.
I missed something about who we're praying for.
Steve's wife's brother, I think he said,
Okay. We'll pray for
is
Steve's wife's brother and Steve's family.
Steve's wife's brother, I think, yeah, is in intensive care for COVID.
So you did die in your dream, but you woke up after that. Musicians for Truth. Interesting. Yeah. Plus, then I wonder if it's like that ego death thing.
Yeah, I wonder what
Who
it looks like.
knows? Yeah, that people
I'll
like.
say, what, did you see yourself die and then go, oh, I've died? And then, like, yeah, that's interesting, man.
Yeah.
Oh, his brother's wife. The other way around, his brother's wife. Oh.
I see your brother's wife. Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
So
Good energy.
this next slide that we have here is dreams of falling.
Only that one.
I've actually had falling dreams before. Actually, it was more of a climbing dream that turned into a falling dream. Yeah, actually, this is so weird too because when I
More
was reading about,
significant. Yeah.
yeah, different.
Yeah.
That like, when I learned that when your body goes in REM sleep state, that your body it becomes unconscious or your body becomes paralyzed. That I don't know, it totally contradicts the experience that I had when I was younger. I was in high school and I was dreaming that I was like climbing this rope that was just in clouds. I was just climbing this rope. I kept climbing. And
Oh, right. That sounds familiar. Like I've done that now. Yeah.
I've had that dream multiple times actually. That is another reoccurring dream in
Then
my
I
life.
feel familiar.
Climbing,
Yeah.
climbing, climbing,
Climbing up
climbing.
through the clouds and that.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I feel familiar.
Cool. We're having memories.
I might have been pulled up actually. I was just holding it. Like,
Oh, cool. I wonder if there was a balloon on the top of your string.
sounds really
I
familiar
love
now.
it.
Yeah.
Um,
Feels really good and all.
when I was climbing up this rope, I woke up. And when I woke up, I was actually standing, or rather, yeah, it's like I woke up, and while I woke up, it's like I realized that there wasn't a rope for me to grab on, and I freaking panicked. I panicked, and so when I panicked, I that's when I really woke up, and I woke up and I realized that I was standing in my bed and there was still no
Yeah.
rope but I didn't know where I was. I was so disoriented, and so all I knew that there was
Still
no more
standing.
rope for me to grab onto, and so I started to panic. And when I did so, I'm standing, I'm grabbing, and I actually like gouged my finger down my neck, and like I took a whole like strip a skin off of my chin because I was panicking before I actually fell in. Oh wow, just about ripped my headphones out of here. I fell back into my bed.
Yeah,
So
coming back to the body. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet your sister got in trouble for it.
Yeah, that's something that happens. But yeah, falling in dreams, that's a thing. What's my sister saying? Shoot. Oh yeah, sleep paralysis. Have you a lot of people experience sleep paralysis. I've had friends talk about it before and that have been just totally terrified for it.
Lasted for an hour.
What's that?
I've never had it. No, where you come back before your spirit comes back, apparently, and that's why you've woke up too early.
Is that
and
what
you
that
can't
means?
move? Apparently, yeah. Because say like your spirit or your ethereal body's leaving and going on where it's going, and then it's coming back to the body, but you're woken up before it's time to get back. Like a deja vu moment almost, that is, but you're having it asleep, waking up before you're back in your body.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, I just mean, right.
Like your spirit body, your aura, whatever.
I wonder if it's like while we're going through those 90-minute cycles or something, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, because everything's not as mapped out as they say it is. It just gives people a sense of security, right? So that we like, oh, this is how things work.
Yeah, I feel it's some sort of an awakening, if you will, like that as well, to let you know there's something else going on. So you might end up with sleep paralysis. Someone else might have an out of body. Someone else might have. Do you know what I mean? Like to let us all know something's going on.
Yeah. So falling in your dreams, it means that it's alerting you to a situation where you're out of control. To look at your life to see if something surrounding you is going in the wrong direction and correct it. It also can mean like a sense of failure, is what they say when you have falling dreams, according to the interwebs. Which, I mean, that does make sense. Falling from great heights, sense of failure.
People see outside the body before they pass.
Yeah, NDEs.
Yeah, near deaths, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's different to this dream world, but it's close. That's what I'm saying. There's a few close realms to this one.
What happens in narcolepsy, Trace? So, yeah, pregnancy. Shoot, actually, what did you just say, Code? I didn't hear you.
I don't know.
I know. I was reading what Trace said. I didn't hear you. Dang it.
I don't know it.
Back.
It wasn't important. I don't think.
I'll get it anyways in the replay.
No, okay, yeah, I was looking at the picture then. I was, yeah.
Well. Yeah. All right. So dream. Okay. Oh, wait. Right. Falling dreams of pregnancy. So, basically, when you're dreaming about pregnancy, a lot of times it just means that you are, in fact, like pregnant with ideas, full of life, that there are new big things that are changing in your life, that that you are just you're full of ideas and inspiration. It can also a lot of times when they say when you are pregnant, you'll dream of being pregnant. And I actually knew one of my really good friends was going to be pregnant because I dreamed that she was going to be pregnant twice. And I actually told my best friend that I was like, dude, she's going to get pregnant. I just had the dream again. And then the next time, the second time I had the dream and I told Jenna about it, it was like a week later, we found out that she was pregnant and they weren't trying to be pregnant. But I knew it. And I was like, I knew it. The universe told me.
I know. I've had that before. I've known someone was pregnant. They said, I've got a sign like funny, isn't it?
Oh, you're so cool. I like that. And I love the idea of being pregnant with ideas, which, yes.
Yeah.
So
birthing new ideas.
Okay, so let's go to the next slide.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get to talk about. Oh my god!
How long we done? 1:20. I ain't even looked at the clock. We say we got.
It's already 10:30. It's insane.
We've done 1:20. It's a bit like blimey.
Right, and Well, we'll just see how far we get. So right now we know that like everything's all set up for the next stream when we
I
do
feel like I've
this
had a
one again.
blast. Energy.
Me too. Gotta take a sip. You had ducked up sexual dreams when you were preggers. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's gonna be so much more to learn about after this stream. So okay, so this one is about like driving fast or being out of control in a car in a dream. This is another very common dream that we have.
That'd be a
I
good
don't
one.
think I've ever had one of these before.
No, on me. Oh, I'm buzzing, man. Oh, I'm
Are
getting
you?
like a
Big energy.
yeah. I mean, you get in your head. Oh,
I feel it too. Like it's like an expansion of my head right now. It is that positive energy, maybe. Do you think?
yeah. Something. Right, I'm back.
Take your time, man. So yeah, dreaming that you're driving fast or out of control, it basically is simple as loss of control in your waking life. That there's something in your life that you're just totally out of control of. And a lot of times too, I think when we have these dreams, it's just like reflections of some things that we're like going through hardcore. A lot of times we're totally aware of them. Other times they're like deeply locked other emotions inside of us that are like surfacing when we sleep.
Yeah, that's like adrenaline. Yeah. And then getting that going, like I'll be thinking, yeah, Need for Speed, like
Yeah.
maybe some exciting times are coming. Like you're like, oh, get ready, strap in.
Yeah. True that. Or maybe, yeah, things are already exciting times. It could be that too. It's like, dang, I could
Yeah,
be a whole.
whatever resonates. Maybe you got to spice it up a bit. Like,
Checking out what's going on.
anyone had a dream of speeding?
Right?
I bet Steve has. He likes practicing.
New ideas, do anything.
Is that where she going?
I will go to the next slide. So this is another really common one: dreams of teeth falling out. And I've actually had a tooth falling out dream once. Sorry, sometimes I can't figure it out.
Trigger happy.
I don't know. I was like, that's so many things to click.
What could that represent? Like,
Yeah. It represents anxiety, and it represents
say that.
unfulfilled desires. So okay.
Yeah, you're waiting because there's a phrase saying you're pulling teeth, isn't it? Like, oh, I've been pulling teeth. Like you're waiting so long. Like, it's not you. It's something else stopping it. Yeah.
Oh, there's something about
out of your control.
Teeth that I don't know. There's something about teeth for me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's something about teeth that weirds me out. And I'm very thankful. I love people's smiles.
That's teeth,
I have teeth, but like,
Steve has a lot of dreams of racing, like, but he's got a lot of energy. He's quite hyper, so I think that's why. That's his adrenaline.
So they say too that mostly women dream about teeth falling out because it's about anxiety about aging and losing looks, but who knows if that's true. Everybody dreams about it. They say if you can't speak in a teeth falling out dream, that there's something that you don't want to say or you can't say that's happening in your life. And then it says like if you have a teeth falling out dream where you can't eat, that it has to do with unfulfilled desires. And then there's a lot of like people that interpret dreams that think that when you have teeth falling out dreams that it's inherently like related to unfulfilled sexual desires. It's like it has everything to do with your sexual nature too for teeth dreams. Yeah, but right.
Simple. Yeah, like Buzz said, even fear of just going to the dentist. So that would be your fear showing you that. Yeah, it's whatever resonates. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, teeth. teeth when they're out of your head. Totally, they kind of just like kind of gives me the
Oh, it's
willies.
about money on that one. Yeah, because they say put your tooth under the pillow, and then the tooth fairy comes and gives you money. So if that resonates, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe get a windfall.
Maybe. Oh, that'd be cool if that's what that would if
Yeah.
that's what happens. Oh right. Oh yeah. Test taking. So test taking in dreams, they say,
Oh. Mm.
is
Hmm.
is about lack of self-confidence and being put to the test or scrutinized. That's what they say when you have dreams about test taking, which is another very common dream that we
Yeah. Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I have had test taking dreams when I was like in school, but not like I'm not even sure.
Mm.
So maybe not. Like that's how much
That
they impact me.
that feels very like you're being judged as well, like a test, and that it feels very like
Yeah.
ugh, like raw, like too much raw going on.
Yeah.
A lot of data. I'd say a lot of data. Maybe you think overthinking.
Chrissy.
Yeah, I'd say you're
Chrissy.
overthinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Overthinking for
Yeah,
sure.
ultimate wisdom.
I know, Chrissy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, you
no,
have some
that's
wisdom, no pun
no.
intended. I love
There's a wisdom too.
there's so punny.
Or you could be a baby. You got baby teeth.
Yeah. Um so yeah,
Yeah.
test taking in dreams, that's another common one. Yeah,
Yeah.
scrutinized. Okay, so then let's see here this next one.
I didn't take my test, my exam test. I thought, "Ah, I can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered.
I didn't. I went to work. I was working
Good.
instead. So,
So another one of these really common dreams that we come across that people do have a lot is your partner cheating on you, or like catching your partner cheating on you. That's a common thing.
wow.
Guilty emotions about your partner and stuff like that.
Mm. It must be you carrying that. Yeah.
Um yeah, you are, Chrissy.
I reckon
Yeah,
that's self, innit? That's yourself projecting it. Your fears of that will be if you're dreaming that, you fear that in real life. I
it
reckon.
can be that, and it also can indicate like your own guilt in a situation, like that maybe you
Yeah.
just like
Either
saw
way,
someone really
yeah.
attractive and you're like, oh shit, like oh I was so
Mm.
attracted to that person, and now you're dreaming about your partner in bed with someone else or being intimate with someone else in any way, shape, or form. But they also, it signifies dreaming about your partner like that. It just signifies anxiety
That must
about
be a
your
shock. Yeah, it would
feelings
be a
towards
shock.
your partner.
Mm.
But I mean, it also could mean that you ate like some really spicy meatloaf too. So who's to say?
Bit of meatloaf, yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh,
shouldn't
right?
say that, should I? Oh.
Oh gosh. Yeah, those are the dream ones. Okay. So let's see here. This next one, I just pulled up some cool pictures about like out of body experiences and unexplained things, near death experiences.
Yeah, code's cool.
So according to this guy named Kevin Nelson, Dr. Kevin Nelson, he's like researched near death experiences, which also led to like learning about out of body experiences. He's always curious about it, because he
Mm.
would talk to his patients and they would tell him stories about being in the operating room and like, the devil and Jesus fighting about, what was going to happen, and then them entering back into their body and having all kinds of different stories that
Mm.
have like a lot of themes. So like common out of body experiences and near death experiences, which you'll see like you'll see you'll see them written as O.B.E.s or N.D.Es when you're reading about them, just because it's a lot of words. But some of the common things that you find in all of these stories are that a lot of times there's been a sense of danger. Um, People will experience a tunnel and a light sometimes. There are a
Yep.
lot of people that experience a
Mm.
sense of bliss. Um, they're like the ultimate sense of happiness and bliss, like unexplainable in this life. So then
Love
there's
that.
also
Oh.
people. I love the way you're shaking your head.
And I'm like,
There's,
oh, I love that.
yeah,
I thought I
people
won't get that, but I'd love the other one.
that they experience a review of their life in this place,
Mm.
and then they also will then experience a return to a more familiar reality afterwards. And every experience is unique depending on, like what culture and experiences you've had and gone through, obviously. But then, like, physically what's happening when you're having like an out of body experience or a near death experience, your blood flow to the brain is like your blood is already like slowed, and your breathing is slowed during this time, but the blood flow to the brain has been threatened in some way, and so your brain it has like crisis reactions. Okay, and you
Yeah.
can only
I used to have
choose.
nosebleeds. Yeah.
Oh, did you? I've had nosebleeds my whole life. Like,
Like, woke up with them. Yeah.
I don't know, I've always like attributed my nosebleeds to like weather changes, but who's to say, especially, I mean, both my sister and I, and my dad, is my dad too. Yeah, my dad, my sister, and I, we just like always had nosebleeds. Gross. Yeah, gross. Drinking blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DMT released. Yeah.
So yeah, when the blood flow to the brain is threatened, your brain's crisis reaction is to go to one of those 3 stages, and so near-death experiences, they blend that state of waking and REM consciousness together, and that's not a smooth transition. So yeah, I did talk about that a little bit earlier. And then let's see here, what else do I have here? Let's go to the next picture. So let's say, how do I do that? Oh yeah, here it is. I thought this was so cute.
I want them.
Isn't that adorable? It's just this cute little meme I found.
Love it.
It's
Alaskan.
so cute.
So
When I saw it too, I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, oh my gosh, Heidi's gonna love this.
And that's an out of body one, but I want the white one. Doggies.
I love it. Okay, so
give him a
let me
treat,
just
Heidi.
go to the next one.
She's got a doggy treat there.
Oh,
yeah.
So this is like an astral travel picture, right? It's like like moving out of your consciousness into that next realm, sometimes connected by a cord, like straight from your head.
Yeah,
your
that silver cord. Yeah.
Maybe it's the crown chakra. So have you ever had experienced an out of body experience, Code?
Yeah, loads.
Loads. Oh wow. Okay, right.
I had loads of them when I was them young days again. Like, yeah. Going down them vortexes. I used to go down a vortex a lot and hit that white light at the end of it. And I knew that was going to happen as well because I'd feel sick. So I didn't like the feelings. It weren't pleasant for me. I used to go, I start to feel sick, start rocking. And then that white light will come and then you'll be in a vortex. And I didn't know what it was. I used to call it a tunnel when I was young, going down some tunnels. And then I'd hit a white light and end up somewhere. And I'd say it to my parent, like my mother, and she'd say, "Oh, you're just dreaming." I go, "Oh, it feels more than a dream because I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to go down the vortex or down the tunnel." But now,
it's such a bummer when our dreams are dismissed by adults.
Yeah.
Young ages. And it's a bummer even as adults when they're dismissed by adults or anyone of any age. Anyone being dismissed when they're trying to experience something that only they could have a knowledge of what had happened in their brain. Like then people like dismiss it like bummer. I don't like it.
It was dismissed and I carried it around with me for like 30, 40 years until I came on YouTube just to see if anyone else was, knows about these. I was calling them tunnels, but now I know they're vortexes and they were all different colors and they were showing me all the shapes. So it was literally all the sacred geometry and all the platonic shapes and even like DNA. I mean, not DNA. Yeah, yeah, like the molecular bit. I was going through all that. I
Hmm.
know, because I know it looks like that. So I thought, oh, that's what that was. And then
Okay,
I end
so
up in places.
okay, interesting. Okay, so there was this is so weird. Okay, yeah. This is crazy. All right, yeah, I'm going to share this. This is crazy. When I was younger, there was this space that I used to crawl into when I was dreaming. Okay, so I would get into my dream space and there was a portal in my closet. I don't know. I'm not saying that it was a portal, but that's how I
Mm.
see it. Okay, that's how I see it. That's how I see it when I envision it in my head right now too. And it was like this round hole that I could only see it when I was sleeping. It wasn't there when I was awake, but when I was sleeping, I could crawl into this tunnel space.
Mm.
And it was dark and I was crawling under the earth and I would go there a lot.
Mm.
And I would end up fleeing there a lot too because I would get scared a lot when I was down there. But I would travel and you could get to all these different rooms, but it was like you were traveling in the earth. And there were always like these weird red lights in the different rooms that you would get to that had different signs and symbols. And like sometimes I would meet people in these rooms. They seemed like other entities that I would talk to. Sometimes it would be a good experience, sometimes it would be a bad experience. But I used to spend a
Mm.
lot of time doing that in dream space when I was younger. And it was
Wow.
something that I was controlling. And it really was tunnels that I was tunneling through. And I never even thought of it in that way until you were just saying that, because it just was the
Mm.
way that I would access that space. That's how I would get to that space from my sleeping state.
Wow.
Um, wow. Weird. Cool. And to
Wow,
talk
that's
about that as an
great.
adult live on
Mm.
YouTube with you guys.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've said it a few times. I've got used to saying it a little bit because it felt real. I know it's real. It was real enough. As real can be.
Hmm.
And mine was all like all round and going round. It weren't just a straight run. It was like whoa, like oh. And I used to think maybe it's like the umbilical cord. We used to go there like something. I was feeling that in my mind. That's my only thing I had
It
before
is
I got
like
to
the
YouTube.
umbilical cord, right?
You're
Connecting us
going
to all that
somewhere.
is.
Mm.
Yeah, the placenta of life. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So
I
have
wonder if
you
anyone else
ever
is.
oh yeah, let me go to another picture. There's so many cool pictures here. All we're doing right now is talking about our experiences of out of body stuff. Oh, this is cool. I just really liked this this awesome
Mm.
picture. This little girl at the window just showing how dreams are so different, right? Our perception in dreams are so
Mm.
different, right? Isn't that a cool picture?
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, let's see what's shaking over here in the chat. What am I missing?
Yeah, I was just reading that, like Michelle was saying, and that. Yeah, because everyone gets a different kind of, like we said, it's such a big space, and you're going to be shown a way of you to understand it, or like, yeah, you could dream of what someone looked like before you met them. That would be crazy as well. I bet that's going on.
I've heard of that before too. Yeah.
Mm.
I've actually wondered to myself sometimes through my lifetime, like, I wonder if I've already seen in my dreams, like the
Mm.
main players that I haven't even met that are coming into my life, you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't dream too much now. Like, I do get others saying I'm in their dreams. I using my dream. I go, what's that? And then they might, just tell you the dream I was in.
Hmm.
So I went, yeah, I'll get about a bit. I'll just say that for a joke. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you wonder, are you entering their dream or are they just dreaming of you? So there's that paradox, I feel, as well. So was you out dreaming and connected, or was I not and they just dreamt of me? Do you know?
Yeah, because I mean, there are dream walkers. There are, people that, we
Yeah.
all have talents and some people are just naturally more talented at this. And I'm sure that it has a lot to do with, how you grow up, your environment, what you're encouraged to be a part of. I
Yeah.
mean, that's not something
Telepathy.
Yeah, it's not like we live in a society these days where, you know, we're like sitting around a campfire telling the stories of our ancestors, where it's like we
Yeah,
really
let's
are
train that
trying
once a
to
week.
learn.
Let's once a week train to dream together, or
Yeah,
do
right?
them things to harness
Mhm.
that. Yeah, to
Yeah.
see like,
Yeah, and I mean, what a shame that that's not something that is available
it's
to
like a
people that are drawn to it.
practice.
And I mean,
Yeah,
all things for reasons and all things in their own time, but like I feel like in my younger days I probably was like a master astral traveler, and at this point in my time like I haven't even linked back up with whatever might be possible inside of me in that aspect, you know? But yeah. Who's to
yeah.
say?
I've been places. Yeah, I've been mad places. So, and
Mhm.
that's
Yeah,
all
who
when I
knows?
was younger. I wish I could go there now. I'm older.
Maybe we're all master walkers of the worlds, you know. Well, I mean, who's to say? I mean, it's all up to our perspective, and if we're
Yeah,
sleeping.
anyone put your link in the chat for your channel or video? Yeah.
By the time that reflects an image, it's the past image. Oh, I love that, Heidi. She says, "Did you know when you look in a mirror, by the time the light reflects an image, it's the past image. It's a memory." I love it.
Oh,
Oh gosh. So this is a picture taken out of a book. This is phantom projected and upright within chord activity range. So there are different methods and things and that you can do to learn how to like become a better astral traveler, to like induce your own out of body experience state. And sometimes, you know, you'll use like binaural beats to get there. Visualizations, there's different breathing techniques that you can use, and then like sometimes too, like
yeah, that makes sense.
you'll have like, if they say like stand like in between some very different kinds of carpet, and like practice like stepping off onto like from like a piece of carpet onto like some linoleum, and like while you're visualizing being stepping out of your body and then stepping back into that space, and it has to do with the way you hold your breath to like get good at that. I haven't done these things, but I've read about them. Lots of different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I've seen that with the sleep thing, with the frequencies for the brain. Yeah, you're right, to connect to that frequency,
Mhm.
what allows you to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes people say too that when they're like they're trying to astral travel, that they like will get to a state where they like
You
envision
always see the past.
rolling out of their body, like actually rolling out of their body. But yeah, lots of there's even classes and stuff that you can take, people that teach you how to do this. You can find it if you look, if you're interested. I am very interested, and I have a couple of books, but right now I'm pretty interested in other things, and I'm sure that that journey will happen in an organic fashion of its own time.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a cycle going on and it comes back
Yes.
around, doesn't it? Like,
Everything's cyclical. Oh yeah, you know, it was so cool. Sean, one of these really cool guys that was at that thing I did this afternoon, he was talking about how everything in nature is cyclical. And I love that he said that. It was just like there's so many synchronicities about the things that everybody said at that meeting that I did today. It's just really cool. But yeah, oh, here's another sweet picture of someone having an out of body experience. So Code, oh, son of a gun. uh, have you ever had an out of body experience that happened from a waking state before?
no.
I totally agree, Musicians for Truth.
I've only had this recent thing. What happened to me in August? Like I've said before on here, but I was awake, but it felt like I was outside my body. It just came on to me, like all this energy I was feeling anyway. and I'm breathing, trying to control it in my heart, and it was going on for days. And then next minute, I'm like, it felt like my heart came outside of my body, and then it felt like I'm outside of my body, the whole of my body, and I can feel it like filling up with, say, water, if anything. Oh, it's hard to explain. It was just like, and I'm
Wow.
rocking and that, and I can't do anything. And then but then I felt I've got to get up. I've got to stand up because my chest or whatever. So I stood up, and then I'm all wobbly, and I was just walking around like that all day. Like, it felt like I'm just outside my body. I'm conscious of it.
You weren't fasting or
No, it was
had
just
any
that I feel it's that
emotional
Lionsgate
trauma
portal
happening?
on the 8/8 Lionsgate last year activated me
Wow.
big time. It did. I know it did.
That's so cool. And oh man, I'm really cool. I'm really cool.
That's like my out of
I'm
body
really
thing. I'm
glad
like,
that you remember it, that it's something that was so
mm,
impacting that it's like something that you remember, right? Hey, you
vivid.
remember?
Because it went on all day. It went on for hours. I didn't know what was happening. And then the few days thereafter, the energy was
Wow.
unreal. I even went live going like, I was breathing. I could hardly, you know what I mean? Containing this
Yeah.
energy. It was just,
Just
and
big.
I know a lot of peeps had it or
Mhm.
similar as well. Things happen.
Interesting.
And that's sort of out of body.
So when I was, I don't know what age I was. Let me think. It was a pool party. We used to have these really awesome pool parties growing up in California. And
Oh, yeah.
oh, I love this picture. Isn't that cool?
Mm.
Um, so we used to have these really awesome pool parties with our church friends growing up in California at the house. And yeah, like my sister and I learned to swim before we learned to walk. And then my sister learned to run before she learned to walk. I love that. So I don't know even what really happened that made me have an out of body experience at this young age. So I think I had to have been in elementary school at the time. Maybe just like, yeah, I think I had to have been in elementary school. And I don't know if it's that I jumped in the pool and like hit my head or something. But the next thing that I knew was that I was like, oh, this is so weird. What is happening over there? I was so curious. Like, I was like, dude, I was like, I got to find out what's happening. Like, there was just like all of these people like standing around someone, and I couldn't even see them. And then like,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
realized they were standing around me.
Yeah, I've heard this. Yeah.
Um,
Not from you,
and
but others. Yeah.
the moment that I
Mm.
realized that they were standing around me, but this is also weird too, because even though my consciousness was with this vision and with this memory, this is my memory of this happening. When I saw myself, I was still awake and seemingly conscious too, you know? Like I could still
Mm.
see myself conscious. Um, but as soon as I saw myself, it it scared me, and I think because I became so scared, that's when I snapped
When,
right back into my body. And I
yeah,
was
I feel that's what happens. Yeah.
then I could see everybody that was
Mm.
standing in front of me instead of seeing the people that seeing them from a different angle, you know?
Oh.
Um,
Mm.
so that happened at a young age for me, and that was a major moment that altered my understanding of my own reality and my reception and my curiosity to things that people say are not real, because I knew in my heart that that is real. So you want to tell me that, then I don't trust what your guys are saying then on TV, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, or you know, like even in people in person, you know. So yeah, out of body
That's for sure.
experiences from a waking state.
But yeah,
Fascinating.
I've heard this before, like that. When someone said they've had an accident and they've been, say, chucked through a window, even of a car, or off of a climbing frame, and they've seen themselves fall and roll over a few times, and then they've entered the body. So it's like you're leaving your body so the trauma don't affect you. So they have no
Yeah,
broken bones, hardly anything wrong with a few bruises. You're like, ah. Like, you
right.
should be all, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
there's something else going on in there. That's like you said, it does change something within you. How
Yeah.
your perception or how you would view life thereafter
Mm-hmm.
them sort of incidents. Sure.
I do. I wonder too. Yeah, like maybe when we do that, it is
Some sort
almost
of an
like,
awakening, isn't it?
yeah. Mm-hmm. And it kind of goes hand in hand with that thing of like your the idea that your brain is in danger or something. Like if you were the blood flow to your brain is in danger, then you like switch into that mode. Maybe that's what happens too. But maybe it
Yeah.
has to do with just already being like
There's a
someone
safety
who,
mechanism.
yeah, mm-hmm, fight or flight, you know, autonomic,
Well,
your autonomic immune system. Yeah. Shoot, I got sidetracked by what you said. That's cool though.
yeah, I was just thinking your body does it itself. You know, we didn't
Mhm.
choose to be, oh, I'm going to be 6 foot, I'm going to have long fingernails, or, you know, we didn't decide it all. And it was just like divinely happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
that's like
Yes.
that. Divine will come in and switch it off and on
Mhm.
when need be. Like, oh, well, we need to like do that
Yeah.
switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe even so much as like our own soul, like taking care of ourselves, like maybe like our own like astral traveling like masters that we don't even know we are just like, hey, we're out of here, man. We're out of here right now. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not today. Not today. Like, I don't know. What did Mr. Rose say that was hilarious?
I'll speak of the jokes.
Singing
Yeah, we've
one.
done 150. We ain't got long now. We might
Oh, right. We're closing it out to the end here. Let me see if I can get to it.
soon. Like let others in the chat if they've got anything to say as well. Like we can,
Yeah.
they
Who,
can say it now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
under
didn't find out
hypnosis. Yeah.
I didn't find out
Mm.
who made this picture. I don't know who did it, but I really liked it. And it was like the soul hovering over the body.
Yeah, that's what it's
Life.
been depicted like when you sleep. That's what it looks like, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
similar
Oh,
to that.
looking for pictures for this too. I found some like really crazy pictures of like in like hospital footage, like pictures of souls leaving bodies, like weird mists and over I saw this one, it was like over top of a really bad accident scene on a highway, and you see this like people, this human shaped like white figure like raising high above, and yeah, lots of weird interesting pictures.
Yeah, because you probably had some on camera, haven't we? I think we've had something taken in it where they've seen spirit leaving body or something
Yeah, plus isn't
being
there like
captured.
there's like a different
Even
lighting, or there's like a different way you can take pictures to show that or something. Ashley
yeah,
asked a question here.
some can see aura as well with their eyes, isn't it?
Hmm. So she says, if you're truly under hypnosis, is it considered an out of body experience? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that when you're under hypnosis, that the point is to be in your body and to plant seeds and unlock
I
pathways in
don't.
your brain. What do you think,
I
Code?
reckon they're taking you out your body into your subconscious mind because your
Oh, you
conscious
do think
mind
so?
is like more material. Your body, I feel.
Interesting. So you
And you're
okay? So
just
you
outside your body, in it. Then, so that's where everything is. It's all the knowing is there. It's
it
seeing
is.
everything. It ain't gonna miss nothing, is it? So,
Where is it? So
well,
you
picture.
do
I see
think
it.
that being in hypnosis is considered an out of body experience, then, Code?
Yes, I'd say yes. Because I feel
Interesting.
we've got two lights in place. Say we've got our conscious light and our subconscious light. The subconscious light's massive; it can see everything. It's part of the all. And then our little light, our conscious light's only what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Oh. So when you
So
go out of body, you're out into the big light, so you can see everything that's going on.
Maybe
You know,
it
in
comes
this,
down to then more the perception of while you're there. Like,
yeah, wider perception, yeah.
well, no, not a wider perception, your perception of
Oh,
knowing whether or not you're having an out of body experience or not. You know what I mean? Maybe that goes into play of whether or not it's out of body, because I mean that space in our head, like, I don't know,
yeah,
it's different.
yeah.
It's hard to say, because I mean, like, there are those
I
that will
feel
say
you'd
that
know.
you're just dreaming that you're astral projecting and you're having an out of body experience, but I mean it's also subjective. So if that is the
Yeah,
case and you are creating that, then that would mean that you are in an out of body experience when you're under hypnosis. But I don't see it that way, because I feel that that's a different space that's more here, but it could absolutely be.
yeah, because I feel you can dream twice, two different ways like that. Because if you're having that dream, you can have it a conscious sort of dream. So everything you've put in there, which you know is there, and you know that dream, because you'll go, yeah, I recognised it. You knew everything about it. But the other dream or the out of body one, that ain't the same as this one, the material one. It feels like it's ethereal. You're outside. You're having it out of body, definitely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and even still, it seems like
So,
even more confusing in my head, because I did go have like a past life hypnosis regression, and I never felt like I was really under hypnosis, even though the lady said that I was. But in that,
mm,
like, guided hypnosis regeneration, she was asking me to, like, go to my last life, and like in doing so I really was flying above the clouds to go and visit that last life, to actually the most important life to be showed. It wasn't like guided, but like I actually did go and fly in my visualization as in control of what I was visualizing. And then
mm.
I just dropped into wherever it was, and then I started seeing wherever I was and just explaining the things that I was seeing there. So, maybe it is out of body, but in that time I felt very in my head, to the point where I even told her after we went through to another life, I was just like, honestly, I don't feel like I'm hypnotized at all, and I feel like I'm just making up stories. That's what I told her during the hypnosis.
Mm. Yeah, I was
So
going to say that. Yeah, but know the story you said. Was there anything there you couldn't have known data wise? Like you could have remembered you from this lifetime, say,
there were things that
studied.
I saw in some of the lifetimes that I can't explain. There were objects there that I don't know what they were.
Right.
Um,
That's excellent then. So I would say that's more the subconscious mind, like more the out of the body, because that holds everything. And the
yeah.
conscious side don't hold everything. It only holds what you know. It research, whatever, here, since you've been this lifetime, I feel.
Mm,
So that's why we go on the other ones to know what we've done. To let us know maybe we've done previous lives. We've got more than one go. Like so,
mhm,
and it would feel like you're making it up because it feels like I was making it up saying I'm going down vortexes and things like that. But you keep
mhm.
going over it in your mind and it's so clear
Yeah.
that you've done it.
Yeah, but I guess too, maybe it's like, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Like, when I used to
Mm,
go down in those tunnels when I was dreaming, that was very vivid and real, and I believe that those were real spaces that I was in. But that to
mm,
me is more like an out of body experience, in honesty, even though it's still a dream space, because
mm.
I wasn't faking anything. I wasn't faking
Yeah, you
anything.
had
I was never
feeling. Bet
questioning.
you had some feeling there. Yeah.
I knew where I was, and I was
So,
very confident about it, and I knew that I wasn't with my body up in my bedroom. I crawled through my closet,
mm.
you know.
But yeah, so you felt that. I feel you was feeling that one. Under
Hmm.
hypnosis, did you have not the feeling? You only had the other bit.
Yes, all I had was just
Right.
the
Yeah, because this is a
visuals.
good study to know. So,
Yeah.
right, I feel that now.
Yeah. All of the stuff we talked about is so interesting.
So, yeah, so that's the Trinity. So you can have your heart space one where you feel it, you know it, right? Then you're going to have your spiritual one where it is a mind one. And then the Trinity would be heart and mind together. So that gives you a third. So we
Oh
can,
my gosh. I love what you just said. Wow, that is really
mm,
hitting me hard.
Yeah, because that resonates to me. Because it's always a trinity.
Wow. Wow.
That's
Yeah,
good.
there's got to be something to that because
Yeah, so something to work from where you think what categorizing like your dreams or where you are with things like get like a reference from.
Why? And it would be the Trinity. I mean, the three.
Minimum, yeah, because then it could
Yeah.
go exponential, but you know what I
Exactly.
mean? It always goes 1, 2, 3, then exponential.
Yeah.
See, I can't calculate it after.
Yeah.
Oh, Rose B.E.s. Hey, Rose, good to see
Hey,
you.
welcome.
I need to email you back. I'll read your email. Yeah. Oh, Rose, anytime you're here, we're happy. So never
I need to
worry.
email Mary back too. I'm such a douche. She sent me some really cool
Yeah, I've
stuff.
got to catch up.
You know what?
It's
I don't know.
11:11
Is there any
somewhere.
more slides? I think this might be the last one. Oh, yep, it is. We're back to the beginning. Wow, we went through all the slides. I'm so proud
we did
of
it for
us.
the first time.
We've never done that before. Wow. And
Yes,
honestly, that's
11:11.
a good time. Oh my God, it's 11:11.
Look at the time
Yes.
everywhere. Oh, this is brilliant.
Yes.
Yes, 11:11. We've done every slide. Oh, that's perfect.
That's wonderful. And you know what, too? Maybe this is the end of the night too, because I have to pee so badly. I've been holding it for like 35 minutes. 35 minutes ago I was like, should I go? And I was like, you can hold it.
I can't believe it. I'm all right.
Rocking.
I'm all right now. We're doing another 10 minutes, please.
You want to do
I'm joking.
like, I need to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back then.
Oh, yeah, do that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, we'll have a quick.
I really can't hold it.
Yeah, yeah, because we can have a quick or a little chat because this has been fun. Yeah, thanks, peeps. Oh, mate, I've enjoyed it. Hopefully, we've all, got something to take away with us. And then we know next week we can sort of continue this a little bit. So anyone's got a dream experience, we know Emma has. And like Buzz said, maybe someone could come up, tell their experience, and they can drop down. So it's not like you've got to sit up here. And we can do that. And also, like any symbols, you may want to bring a symbol and go, can you tell us about this symbol a bit more? Or go over it, or a tarot card, or even like how to make a chart. Ali's versed to all this. So like, yeah, we'll have a bit of a panel next week. Yeah, so it'd be fun. You peed on the last chat. Oh, we heard you flush, did we? Yeah, it's been gory. Yeah, it's been great energy, great synchronicities we've all been having. I'm like, what? Yeah, Michelle's in the building. Singe Man, how you doing, Singe Man? Good to see you here. Happy dreaming. Oh, we all be like, some peeps do keep a notepad next to their bed. They dream that much. So it is good to write it down. Even if you don't know it, someone else might help you decode it. Or you could bring it up next week. Ali's in the building. Let's play this quick. I'm going to play this quick for Ali. Hey, Ali Berry is in the building. Ali Berry is in the building. Oi. Ali Berry is in the building. Ali Berry is in the building. Hey, 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 hey,
Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you.
Ali's in the building. Her channel's pinned to the top of the chat. If someone's here who hasn't got it yet. Thanks, Ali.
So I probably will have some time tomorrow, Chrissy. It just depends on how things go. I'm getting together with Corey tomorrow, so we'll see what shakes. We'll see how that goes. I would love to spend some time with you though.
Good night, Ashley.
Night, Ashley. I love you so
Sweet
much. I'll probably
dreams.
see you tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
We can say sweet dreams now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we can.
Yeah, tune. So I sort of said about oh, you got your headphones on. Yeah, I sort of said about next week. So
Wait, what'd you say? What about next week?
yeah, I sort of told what we're going to do next week.
Oh yeah, the question chat.
Yeah, a bit of a panel. So if they've
Mhm.
got a dream they want to share, or like Emma
Yeah.
did, and like
Mhm.
any of the previous weeks, tarot
Or
or
talk about
a
tarot or
symbol,
symbolism,
anything. Yeah,
unexplained experiences. We actually didn't really go into. We talked about a lot of unexplained things in here
yeah,
tonight. Yeah, we didn't
yeah,
really. Yeah.
yeah. That's what we're saying. It is. It's all like unexplained, really, and we're looking at it, see it. What? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
try and
Yeah.
explain it a bit.
Corey, is Corey here? I just saw Trey say Corey.
I can't see Corey. No. Maybe she mentioned. Well, let me scroll up.
Well, if you're here, Corey, I'm glad you're here.
No, I haven't seen Corey. Preliminals in the building.
Thanks, Rose.
Prelim.
Thank you. Thank you, Code. Yeah.
Yeah, all subscribe. Yeah, thanks everyone. Oh, what a great night though. Thanks, Ali. It's been brilliant.
Thank you, Code.
Love it.
Me too. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's kind of a mess in here. Like I said, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't gonna have this whole table out here, but I've been like doing a lot of studying and making charts and things like that. So I need to get this table out so I have more space.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
I've got my like. I'm nearly there with it. It's always like work in progress. Like you always think, I could make it a bit better.
Oh yeah, I got a program. Oh, I already told you a bit about this. That's right. But I got a program so that I can do digital art, and it came in today, and I'm gonna learn a bit about that tomorrow. I am so pumped about it. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to check it out. Like,
I love it when you're excited about something.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, can't wait.
Yeah. Oh wow. It's I can't wait. Like, this is gonna be some insane, just like my own tarot card production and my own art production in a digital fashion, just like very good for my own channels then. And oh right. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's gonna be a learning experience. But yeah, I'm ready to learn it.
Happy days.
Yeah, so that's what's waiting for me right there. I can't wait.
Yeah, thanks, Chrissy. Thanks, Buzzachino, Trace B.
I love you so much, Chrissy. I love you. I love you guys all so much. My life is way better with you guys.
Yeah, so yeah, same time next week, peeps.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. That'll be so cool to have people come up on panel. But like
Singe Man,
yay! I saw you in chat the other day for the first time. You have such a handsome smile. That was wonderful. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's always got a good vibe. I like Singe Man, and he's spinning his whatever. He's making he's making something as well. So he's creating. So all good over there.
Very
Much
good.
love, Trace. Thanks everyone. Where's Heather?
I know. Where's Heather?
Heather.
I love that.
Yeah.
I tried to do it at the stream last night. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun.
Yeah, thanks, Desert Rose. Yeah, maybe you could come up next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one has to show their face. They could just flash it so I know that you're real, like behind the scenes. If you can, you don't have to necessarily, because I've got something in place to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I'll let you up, and you can be here, keep your camera off, talk for 5 minutes, and then drop back down, or just, sit there quietly.
Yeah, because I would love to be able to hear like everyone speak so that we're not, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear
Far
everyone's
away would be
experience.
like, yeah.
So it's not like a jumbled panel of like 12 people or anything like that,
Mm.
which can be very fun, but sometimes it's too much for me to pay attention to.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better if you've got one, maybe two others. If one comes up, says their bit, and they don't mind sitting there, then the other one comes up, and then they can say all without getting interrupted. So it's great. So we can,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then everyone has a space.
everyone gets a chance.
And we could all take away something new from what you have to share with us.
For
That'd be
2
really
hours, so it'd be good at least.
Yeah, which I can't believe how fast it goes. I
Yeah.
can't believe that we've already been up here for like over 2 hours. That's nuts.
We're gonna have a little chat, so we better go then.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. All right, much love, peace.
Thank you guys so much.
We'll
I
see
love
next
you.
week.
I can't wait to see you next week. Mwah.
Yeah, peace, peeps. Thank you.